and we now continue with the concept of self-efficacy. Okay, class, ito na yung tinatawag na psychological power switch. Kumbaga, ita-turn on mo. Self-efficacy. Ano ang self-efficacy? It's the belief that you have the ability to succeed. So, focus on that word, belief. Wala pa yung ability, belief pa lang sa ability. Bandura was very clear. Sabi niya, self-efficacy is task-specific confidence. So again, remember, when we talk about self-efficacy, it's your belief in your ability to succeed, and ito ay task-specific confidence. Meron kang parang focus, no? Hindi ito general na I'm awesome, I can do everything feeling. Hindi ito ganyan. Hindi ito I love myself, I'm the greatest. Hindi. Self-esteem yon. Hindi yon self-efficacy. Magkaiba sila. Ang self-esteem is yung pakiramdam sa sarili. Ang self-efficacy is more of action-based. So let's make it simple. Pag self-esteem, I am a valuable person. Pag self-efficacy, I can pass this examination. So pwedeng mataas ang self-esteem mo, no? Magaling ang tingin mo sa sarili mo, pero mababa ang self-efficacy mo sa math. So halimbawa, sinabi ng estudyante, no, na ayoko, hindi ko kaya yang math. So, hindi ko kayang i-solve yang problema na yan. That is low math self-efficacy. So, ito ang dangerous part. Self-efficacy predicts effort. So, magkarugtong yan. Yung paniniwala mo na kaya mo, tsaka yung effort magkarugtong. So, kung naniniwala ka na kaya ko to, kumbaga you will try longer. You will persist under stress. Kahit nadadapa ka, nasusugatan ka, bumabangon ka pa rin kasi naniniwala ka na kaya ko 'to. Pero kung sa simula pa lang, I cannot, edi iiwasan mo na 'to. Tapos kapag isang bagsak, quit ka na. So ini-interpret mo ang difficulty na, ang hirap, incompetent ako. So technically speaking, ang self-efficacy, yung paniniwala mo na kaya mo 'tong gawin, nababago nito ang cognitive appraisal. Yung cognitive appraisal, yung iyong iniisip tungkol sa isang bagay na haharapin mo. Itong self-efficacy, yung kakayahan mo na maniwala na kaya mo, nababago niya ng emotional arousal mo. So instead na takot, tapang ang mangyayari sa'yo. Itong self-efficacy, yung naniniwala ka sa ability mo na ma-accomplish mo 'to, edi behaviorally, kikilos ka talaga. So kung may dalawang estudyante, pareho ang IQ, yung isa sabi, "Kaya ko," yung isa sabi, "Hindi ko kaya," 'no? After 3 months, magkaiba ng trajectory 'yan. So, kasi nga yung isa kaya ko, yung isa hindi ko kaya. So, class modeling tells you this behavior exists. Yan ang modeling. Ang modeling, ito ang behavior, nag-e-exist yan. Pwede kong gayahin. Pero ang self-efficacy, tinatanong, kaya ko bang gawin tong behavior na to successfully? And yung belief na yon of self-efficacy, binabago na niyan yung outcomes mo. So halimbawa, ito may self-efficacy, yan, I can do this. Practice, effort, preparation. Tapos siyempre mas aakyatin mo ngayon yung bundok kasi naniniwala ka na, kaya ko 'to. Now, why does self-efficacy matter? We're going to look into that. So, bakit ba natin pinapalaki itong self-efficacy? Because it quietly controls performance. First, naapektuhan nito yung motivation mo. Kung naniniwala ka na kaya mong gawin 'to, siyempre mag-i-initiate ka ng action. So, 'pag naniniwala ka simula pa lang na hindi ko kaya, magpo-procrastinate ka. So, halimbawa, may research paper deadline, high ang self-efficacy ng estudyante. Okay, mahirap pero kaya ko, simulan ko na. 'Pag low self-efficacy ang estudyante, ayoko, hindi ko kaya, baka mali lang yung magawa ko. So same task pero different start, nag-procrastinate yung isa. Aside from affecting motivation, number two, it influences persistence. Critical 'to. 'Pag ang mga bagay ay nagiging mahirap, ano bang nangyayari? Kung high efficacy, nahirapan ka, high efficacy ang sasabihin mo, "Naku, challenge lang 'to." Pero kung low efficacy, nahihirapan ka, "Naku, proof na talagang hindi ko kaya, bobo ako." May ganyan pa yung iba. So, technically speaking, self-efficacy influences your resilience under stress. Ano pa ba ang nagagawa ng tiwala na kaya mong gawin ang isang bagay? It shapes your emotional reactions. So, kung before the exam, mataas ang efficacy mo, ninenervyos ka, pero naka-focus ka. Pero 'pag mababa ang efficacy, naku, kakabahan ka, tapos iiwas ka na. So, yung paniniwala mo sa kakayahan mo, it modifies your physiological interpretation, your emotional reaction. Sasabihin ng bandura sa'yo na cognitive appraisal, yung iniisip mo tungkol sa isang bagay, it mediates emotional arousal. And number 4, predicts performance. Hindi perfectly, no? But consistently. Ang sabi nga sa research, yung perceive mo na kaya mo 'to correlates strongly with actual achievement. So magkarugtong 'yan, yung paniniwala mo na kaya mo tsaka achievement. Because your belief influences your effort. Your belief influences the use of strategy. Your belief helps you in recovery from failure. So in summary, self-efficacy affects kung whether you're going to start and kung gaano ka katagal magpapatuloy sa ginagawa mo at ano ang nararamdaman mo and how you're going to perform. Hindi 'to magic, it's a cognitive belief system that drives behavioral output. And sometimes, the difference between an average and excellent is not the ability, it's the belief. So again, remember your self-efficacy will affect your motivation. It will help you influence your persistence on something. It shapes your emotional reaction and it leads to you being able to predict how you're going to perform in a specific task successfully.